So I was listening to a shiur this morning, and the rabbi asked a very interesting question, one that I had actually not really ever thought about before. And he said, what's the hardest mitzvah? Well, I mean, the obvious answer is that for each of us, there's our own mitzvah that's the hardest, right? For me, there's a whole bunch of them. But the rabbi said the hardest mitzvah in the history of the Jewish people, the Shemitah year. That's the hardest mitzvah. We're told to come here, we're told to conquer the land, we're told to cultivate it, we're told that the land will provide for us everything that we need if we work really, really hard 6 days a week and take off one day. And we did that, and the land did provide, right? The 7 species, flowing milk, honey. And then all of a sudden this 7th year pops up and God's like, stop! He's like, you can't farm the land, you can't touch it, you gotta open your door to anybody and everybody, including the animals. And you can't do anything. Made even worse, of course, in a Jubilee year, right? Because every 7th Shemitah, there's an extra year, so they're talking 2 years, and people are like, God, covenant with Abraham, made promises, not sure why we're still doing this. It seems a bit redundant, unfair, loopholes. Always read the small print, right? But the rabbi said the hardest mitzvah for the Jewish people is Shemitah, because it affects us all. But then he said, it's really also the most important, because we learn a couple of really critical lessons that are the foundation of Judaism. The first one is to be humble. You have to open up your land to anybody and everybody. You got to eat what grows when it grows. And where does that humility come from? Because if you've spent all of this time growing all of this stuff, this is your farm, and some Joe Cohen comes in and starts just taking whatever he wants, you're just like, right? Humility. God said, let everybody in, including the animals. Second really, really important lesson is to stick with the Torah, to learn Torah every day. Why? Because what did they do during the Shemitah year? You went and you learned and you studied Torah. But the most important lesson is to have faith. God says, don't work, don't tend the land, you're not going to make any money, you're not going to grow any of the food, you're not going to have anything that you're used to having that keeps your life centered and focused and stable. But I will protect you, I will serve you, I will give you what you need. Have faith that when I ask you to stop and rest, only good things will happen.